Hi Scorpio, welcome to your April 2024 reading. When you have been so used to taking care of yourself and shutting out everything else that doesn't serve that purpose, isolation became your best friend. It became what you needed. It became the solution to a lot of things, a lot of issues. It provided a lot of answers. It gave you so much insight and strength. And there's a tendency to prefer it now over the company of other people, over the calamity of the world of people. And it's understandable. In many ways, you are correct. In many ways, other people and their situations and their lives and what they need from you and all of that stuff that comes with being a person of the world is very chaotic. It is very disruptive. And it's not productive most of the time. And at some point, the insights you are gaining from your solitude, from making your solitude your best friend, they're not really insights that you can share with other people, per se, but they're true. And so it makes it difficult to utilize this energy that is currently around you, that is opening that door to the types of connections that you've always desired, to the true friendships that are coming forward and that are kind of in the periphery of your energy currently. And it's not that you're avoiding other people, it's not that you're avoiding these opportunities. But I see a sort of want, a desire to retreat back into the solitude. Be careful about associating solitude with accomplishment and progress, and other people with the opposite of that, with wasting time, with not being able to slow down and enjoy things. Because I think there's a part of you that might want to avoid the vulnerability of relationships, deeper relationships, and sort of, put that under the rug as, oh, well, that's not really productive. People, they'll betray you, they'll do crazy things, they'll make your life chaotic. I can't control that, right? And that's really what it's about. Because there have been so many things and so many times in the past where you've thrown caution to the wind with people and relationships, and where you hoped for the best and were given the worst. You saw the truth about human nature, about people, specific people, and people in general. And so there's a want to kind of just tuck it away or put it back on that back burner and say, well, I kind of already know. I should refocus or stay focused on myself only. But there's a deep desire here for the warmth, the positive things that come with deeper emotional connections with other people. And I feel like this eclipse is really going to be highlighting that for you. And for some of you, it might even be highlighting the lack of that. You know, you've got your fire, but where are the people? Where's the warmth of that? If there's that part of you that has grown very strong and very opinionated that says, oh, well, I don't need them. I have the fire. It can warm me. Or I can warm myself. I have some tea and a nice blanket. I mean, yes, that's not untrue. But you're not doing yourself a particular service by pretending that you don't need the comfort of friendship, the blessing of friendship, of intimate relationships with others, where you're not just in a teacher role or provider role, or it's not transactional, and you're not put in the role of having to do for others. And as you move forward, and I think with this eclipse, it's happening on the 8th, you're going to notice the people that want to just learn from you, who want you to provide things for them, whether that's emotionally, financially, knowledge wise. The difference between that and the difference between, or, the difference between that and the people that actually want to know you just for the sake of knowing you, who want you around because they enjoy you, not what you can provide. And I think it's been a while since you've been around people of, that caliber. Be careful about turning everything into an opportunity for profit, for achievement, for reaching a goal, especially when you're dealing with other people. I think there's a big slowdown that needs to happen. And you've already started that in some ways. But if you find yourself going back into isolation only to create more on your to-do list, that's not what I mean. And that's not necessarily the best idea for you emotionally and mentally. It might feel that way because, it feels good to accomplish things. It feels good to mark another thing off the list or add another thing that you've accomplished to the shelf or the table or whatever. Another accolade or another accomplishment. But you're more than what you do, Scorpio. You're more than what you have become career wise. While those things are very important, and I'm not, minimizing the accomplishments that you've made, it's amazing the strength, the dedication, the focus. However, I think it's really time to shift. Like, yes, you're there, you've made it. You've made it to where you want to be, or it's just around the corner. Financially, career-wise. And it's time to kind of remember that you're human. Get back to those things that you cared about at one point but the pursuit of them perhaps hurt you to the point where you decided those were not for you, or that territory was not something that was made for you. And perhaps there are some beliefs that need to be shed during this eclipse about that. Because you do deserve the comfort of the relationship, the love, all the things that bring meaning from our connections with other people. And to be able to receive that, not just give it to other people. But there's a fear here. And you've been conquering a lot of fears, Scorpio. So I don't think hmm, this one might be a little different because it's connected to something that perhaps hurt you a lot, even to the point where you kind of shut yourself away. And so realizing where you've done that, what parts of you have you put away because of circumstances or situations that brought you a lot of grief, a lot of pain. And who is that part of you? How do you bring that out into who you have been, into the person that's done all this work and accomplished so many things? For some of you, I feel like this might be the reemergence or the need for reemergence of your inner child. And needing to integrate that. Which is not easy, but I think you're up for the challenge. I think it's time. And I think you know it's time to find that softer side of you again and to kind of bring it back out and let other people experience it as well. That's going to be the tough part, right? Because you're so protective of that part of you with good reason. But it's such a bright light. It's such a blessed energy. It would be a shame to lock your inner child in a room just to keep it safe. Just so that those things don't happen again, or people don't have the ability to take advantage or to, hurt you. It's time to step into the energy and the knowledge that the full you, including this really bright light that might surprise a lot of people, this warmth, this blessed energy that you possess, it's time to step in being that as well, putting the whole thing together, the whole puzzle together. So that part of you that is very driven and focused, meeting the goals, and kind of a little bit cutthroat when you need to be, very disciplined. And the part of you that is softer, that is playful, that is silly, that doesn't take everything so seriously, that sees that your purpose here is not just to accomplish things and to meet goals and to make money. Scorpio, I feel like this eclipse is really going to bring these two seemingly diametrically opposed parts of you together, but they're not. And it's kind of like you're going to see they're not really opposed. One, the existence of one requires the other. And I think there could be a beautiful union of these two parts of you. And I feel like this lighter side, if it is your inner child, or if it's just a more sensitive part of you that has been, hidden away or put away, the union between these two, that's the key that you're looking for. That is the balance that you're seeking. And it's really the ultimate accomplishment. You're not going to find this same feeling, same experience in adding more things for yourself to, or adding more things on your list presently. Am I saying ignore your list and ignore everything you have to do? Absolutely not, of course. However, I think some of those things can wait, or there isn't such there doesn't need to be such a sense of urgency as there was before getting this foundation built. The new that you're looking for already exists within you, and this union of these two sides of yourself will give birth to something completely different within yourself, of course. I hope this resonated, Scorpio. I'll see you in the next one.